Okay, so today's question comes from Leandro Andrada on YouTube, and they're asking me what alternatives for Amazon merch are there to sell your t-shirts online. So thanks for tuning in to Starting Up, the channel all about sharing tips for selling online. Videos Monday and Thursday, and also daily videos answering these questions every day. So make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. Alternative t-shirt manufacturing websites other than Amazon merch, what are there? Well, I've actually been doing a bit of research for you in response to this question, and I've got 4 alternatives to Amazon merch I'm going to run through now with the pros and cons of each. So the list is Redbubble, TeePublic, Etsy, and Shopify. And let's quickly run through those 4, and I'll talk you about I'll tell you like what each one is and the pros and cons. So we're going to start with Redbubble. So Redbubble, similar to merch. So you do the designs, you upload your designs, and then Redbubble prints and ships the t-shirts for you. Typical younger demographic than Amazon. And they actually sell more products than Amazon. This is the pro. So with Amazon merch, you can just sell t-shirts, hoodies, and sweaters. With Redbubble, you have phone cases, posters, mugs. So a much more variety of products you can design and sell through Redbubble than Amazon merch. Pros, search engine optimization advantages. So on Google, Redbubble actually, you know when you type in some products sometimes you get the shopping bar at the top of Google and it has like a buy now thing. Redbubble actually pays Google to have that for their listing. So if you design a t-shirt or a hoodie or a mug and upload it to Redbubble, say it's a football mug, and then someone comes to Google and types in football mug, you're likely to have your product shown at that top search bar with the images and the buy now button if you have it listed on Redbubble. So that's a real big advantage of being on Redbubble, is that search engine visibility. They've also got lower competition as a designer than on Amazon. There's far less manufacturers and designers uploading to Redbubble than are Amazon, so you've got more chance of being noticed for whatever niche you decide to target. Let's have a look, what else we got? Analytics as well. So, you know, I've spoken in the past that Amazon doesn't really tell you how people found your products. It doesn't give you any data that you can use to improve your listings in the future. But Redbubble, you can find out where your customers are based in the world and how they found you. So there's analytics within Redbubble. Some of the negatives though with Redbubble, less volume of customers, so you're probably going to make less sales. You've got less people to appeal to than you do with Amazon because there's just less people visiting the website. Lower royalties. So we don't know why, but for some reason Redbubble can't match the royalties that Amazon offers you. So you're going to make a lower profit for each product, shirt, mug, whatever it is. You're going to make a lower royalty for each one sold. And you do have some copycats on Redbubble. I mean, that's a huge problem on Amazon, people copying your designs. You're going to have the same on Redbubble as well. I think this is just inherent of most online print-on-demand platforms. But because you've got less competition on Redbubble as a whole, you're most likely going to have less copycat designs. But let's move on to TeePublic. So TeePublic, easy to use. Your items that you put on the TeePublic are probably going to rank in Google. So they don't do the whole shopping bar at the top, but it's pretty good at naturally ranking items on Google. So your t-shirt or your other products might come up as like the 1st, the 5th, the 10th result if someone does a search using your keywords on TeePublic. So let's have a look. Every new shirt on TeePublic is discounted for the first few days. So it sells for $14 instead of $20 for the first 2 promotional days. So during that time, you're only going to be making a $2 royalty per sale instead of the usual $4 commission. So, you know, lower commissions is a bit of a negative, although you might get some higher sales at the start because you've got a lower price. So it's a balancing act there, really. But commissions change depending on what product you choose to sell. So if you're selling a hoodie, you're going to be making an $8 commission. If you're selling a t-shirt, it's only going to be a $4. It's the same with Amazon merch there, really, though. A changing scale of royalties. What makes TeePublic great? Easy to use, super easy to use, beats Redbubble head down in terms of ease of use. SEO, like I said, you're going to be appearing on Google, and self-marketing. So TeePublic has an email list, so a ton of customers, they send emails to you promoting their products. So your products can be included on the TeePublic email list and sent out to their audiences. Cons, negatives, low royalties. Like I said, lower royalties in Amazon, low prices, which affect low royalties. So let's have a look now at something you've probably all heard of, Etsy. Some main things to know about Etsy. Etsy are not going to print and ship your t-shirts for you. As a retailer, that's really meant to be your responsibility if you're using Etsy. It started out as like a arts and craft things for local designers, local artists to sell their products. So it's not really a print-on-demand manufacturer like Amazon Merch is. So traditionally, Etsy won't print and mail your t-shirts for you. And it was originally for handmade stuff. So products that someone else is manufacturing and mailing for you, Etsy doesn't like. But there are ways around that. You can find like companies that will print and mail the order for you, but you'll probably have to get the order off Etsy and then go and order it with your dropshipper rather than a seamless experience like you get on Amazon Merch. So what have we got with Etsy? Good audience, so it gets a lot of people visiting Etsy every month buying products, so you've got a lot of customers to appeal to. You can sell at higher prices if you want those, so you can set your own sort of royalties and profit margins. You've got more control than you do with the previous ones. Built-in advertising, so you can buy ads through Etsy to be shown on Etsy, the same way you can advertise on Amazon, you can do that with Etsy, and you can sell what you want. So because Etsy aren't a fulfillment company with limited product categories, you can sell anything that you can think of, basically. So if you want to use a dropshipper, you know, anything that dropshipper offers you, like printful, mugs, phone case, blah, 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 you can sell it on Etsy. Disadvantages, I've got reports of bad customer service with Etsy, unfortunately. And also, really, the customer service is in your hands because you're the seller and the manufactured product. You have to answer all of the queries. Whereas with Amazon, all the customer service goes straight to Amazon. So you are actually dealing with customer service there. And it can take a lot of time to list your products, much more time on Etsy than it does take on Amazon. So that's another thing to think of. All right, and finally, you have the Shopify store option, which is something I've explored in the past, and I'm probably going to go back to in the future. Shopify is great because it's basically your own store. So you haven't got any limitations or restrictions like you have with Amazon. No Amazon policy that you have to follow or, you know, regulations. You can do anything how you want it. You've got no creative control over you like you have on Amazon. Downside to Shopify is it's your own independent store that sits on the internet independently, so you've not got that huge flow of like lots of visitors and potential customers every day and every month like you have with Amazon. Amazon has tons of visitors visiting the site naturally every month, but with your Shopify store that you build, you know, that just sits on the internet itself, it's going to be your responsibility to getting people to see that store and to buying your products. So you've got less natural visitors than you would with Amazon. The promotion, the marketing is completely in your hands. And that's kind of one thing I like more actually about Shopify is you can build a brand with Shopify. You can say, I'm going to sell dog collars for dogs that sit in rich ladies' handbags, and you can build a brand and a store purely around that target customer, and you can create, you know, blog posts, funny videos completely around your brand and reinforcing your brand to your target customer. And when you make, you know, some sales, you get their email addresses, you can then email that target customer about future products that you release that they're going to be interested in, and you can get repeat customers and really build a strong brand. And that's something you can't do with Amazon Merch. So that's one thing that I actually really like about Shopify as opposed to Amazon Merch is, yes, you've got less volume overall of customers coming in, but you can focus on getting those really targeted, relevant customers to your brand and then getting repeat purchases. But yeah, there you have it. Those are the four. So what do we have? Redbubble, TeePublic, Etsy, and Shopify as your four alternatives to Amazon Merch. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my daily question and answer series. If you've got a question for me that you're answering, feel free to message me in the comment box below on startstartingup.com or on my Instagram. Send me a DM and I will try and answer your questions there. This channel is all about sharing tips for selling online, so make sure to subscribe for more videos like this and also like and share this video. See ya.